Hello everyone and welcome back, and before we jump into the video that my son and I went to the Minneapolis Auto Show, I do want to announce the winner of the 4K giveaway, 4,000 subscribers. Now we're in the almost 4,300, which is awesome, so appreciate everybody subscribing, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe if you will, and hit the like button as well. That would really help me out a ton. But I do want to let everybody know that I did find another book. So I have two of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away two. So everybody who entered into the contest, all you had to do was just say you wanted it in the comments. And then I had my wife pick two random numbers. I started counting from the top. And that was it, and that's how I decided that would be the most fair way of doing it. So, as I'm looking at the potential winners, if your name is Victor Parashink, I'm very sorry if I apologize if I screwed up your name. However, you won one of them, and the next person who won it is Greg the Hammered. So, those were the random numbers as chosen by my wife, and I will send you a quick message, and you can email me, and I will make sure that those get to you free of charge. I am not going to charge you a dime for that, because that's how giveaways work. So, I would love to send you a book, and if you want me to sign it, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll just send it to you. People ask me to sign stuff, and it's sign the book sometimes, and it's a little weird. I never quite understood it, but here we are. So, anyway, my son and I went to the auto show, and we had a really good time. And, you know, it's basically just new cars from all the manufacturers, and all the different things that they want to put out there, and all the different things that they want to show you, like the new stuff kind of upcoming to get you excited to buy cars. And because spring is coming up and it's the new time to buy vehicles. So essentially, they want to get you excited, and they want to bring you in. And there's a couple things that are kind of interesting, and the booths that all the manufacturers had, every booth had something cool that you could do. Chevy's was pretty lame, and Jeep's was pretty cool. Ford was pretty cool. I'll show you some videos of some of those things. I'll narrate throughout the process, but basically I just took video of things that I thought were cool at the car show. So without further ado, let's check out all the cool stuff at the 2019 Minneapolis Auto Show. Yeah, right away when you're walking in, you see the Dodge booth that was here. And the first thing that grabbed my attention was this tank tread Nissan Altima, which is pretty ridiculous. But up here in Minnesota, we do get a fair tank tread issues. And then I saw a all white and black GTR, which is clearly on my list of cars to own one day. And eventually will become a reality, just maybe not right away. But every booth had something. And the Subaru had dogs that you could pet. These are rescue dogs that could be rescued. Stopped by my buddy's booth, AJ, at his booth. He had some cars there to display. He runs an exotic repair place. I tried to say hi, but he wasn't at the booth that day. But shout out AJ, what's up? Sweet cars that you brought. So anyway, not all new cars, but in this case, there were some pretty cool ones. The NSX was my favorite, that red one that he has. So Honda's booth, or the I Love Radio, iHeartRadio one, had a bubble hockey, which of course my son was just obsessed with. And the State Patrol had their booth too, but probably the most impressive one overall was the Jeep exhibit. That took up probably a good, I don't know, eighth of the entire area that they had. And they had all these little endurance tests that they could do, and they would take you around, and they would drive you around in these Jeeps that they had, and it was really neat. And so my son and I decided we were going to sign up for it. And some of the endurance things that these trucks were doing basically all day long with these instructors was pretty cool. So as soon as he starts talking, I'll shut up and let him do his little spiel, and you can hear it. So here we go.
With full-time four-wheel drive. And being the Trail Hawk, we get the skid plates under all the major components, tow hooks, front and back to pull our buddies out, that nice matte black decal. It actually keeps the sun out of your eyes when you're out off-road. And this year they even gave us a whole bunch of new off-road related pages. My favorite's the inclinometer, so you can check all the angles as we go around. A little 25-degree side hill, show how stable they are. And a nice, soft air ride suspension to help with the rough stuff like the stairs here. With air ride, you get up and down buttons on the console. We can lift and lower the whole Jeep just by pressing a button. It'll go as high as a Rubicon sits, 10.8 inches to ground clearance. Put it in park and hit the down button, she'll drop like a city bus down by the curb. Make it a little easier for those vertically challenged folks. Get a little thumbs up from our safety chief. He lets us know when they're off the back of the hill. Don't want to go over the top and show you the airbags today, sorry. I know you were counting on it. Barely even touched the gas, less than 2,000 RPM. She rolls right up a 35-degree slope. And then you figure out why we wanted that seatbelt so badly. It had nothing to do with the 4 miles an hour. This one showcases the full-time 4-wheel drive system. This is quad drive, the best system. Shuffles the power anywhere you need it. We're going to lift the wheel off and on. We'll just send that to the other wheels. Keep us going until we teeter-totter over.
And that was pretty much that piece of it. But you guys have heard me rail about the this little Jeep before. And look at the bed. It's so tiny. You can't fit anything in there. So anyway, I just want to say I was vindicated on that one. And I saw this van that you basically, I assume they want you to take out in the middle of the woods and kind of live in it for a while. But that is an awfully big vehicle to go off-roading with if you're going to do anything serious or really want to get back there. But I don't know, luxury camping maybe. Then they have this thing called the I-Road, which I'm the lady wanted me to, she's like, do you want me to take your picture with it? And I'm like, no, not really, but it didn't look very safe. So Ford's booth was cool, which had this fully automated racing simulator, which I thought was cool. It would go up, down, left, right, every kind of direction you wanted. So that was really cool to watch and see, but there was a pretty long line, so I didn't want to do that. And of course, there was this guy who they hired to walk around, and he immediately stopped and wanted to talk to me about my mustache and beard instead of telling his jokes. So the little bucket had a mirror in the bottom. This was Chevy's booth. You could get your sports card made, and Max wanted to get his made. And of course, hardtop Miata is best Miata, in my opinion. I would rock the poo out of this thing, so I really like the hardtop Miata. The i8, that was there too, and I really liked the doors and the way the doors operated, so get to see the doors do its butterfly trick here in just a second, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm not anti-electric car, just waiting for them to perfect it. I really love the grille on this Mercedes, and the interior was beautiful for a Mercedes, and I just don't have the money for an upkeep of one. I really liked them, and you'll see the interior here in just a second, but absolutely stunning. I'm not sure if I could daily this just because it's so nice on the inside, but it was beautiful to look at, so I wanted to show you that part as well. Of course, there's Murderer's Row here, where they just try and sell you all the little knickknacks and crap from every car show you've ever been to. Don't need to talk about that very much. The Honda Civic here looked like a lot of fun to go autocrossing with, so I thought I'd get a good view of that. It's got a couple upgrades, I think. The wheels and stripes, I think, might be an upgrade, but overall, I thought it'd be a little fun little car to autocross and throw it around. This one I thought would be fun. We have some ice races up here in Minnesota, so this Subaru STI looked like it was kind of a beast. And of course, there were 2 Lego exhibits where this person had been working on this thing, she said, for 3 months. You can't hear the audio, but that's what she's saying. She's working on this one Lego piece for 3 months, just kind of building things. And of course, Chevy had to get their own one as well. I have no idea if the whole thing was Lego or what, but it looked like a full-sized Lego build. So I'm not sure what's underneath, but it looked huge and very heavy. So I'm not sure if it rolled or not, or how they got it into place, but it was impressive to see that many Legos kind of in one piece. As you know, I'm kind of a Lego nerd myself. So of course, the Type R, which they've done away, it looks like, with a lot of the canards and a lot of the aero bits that were, I think, a bit unnecessary and just trying to placate to the fanboys. But to be fair, the interior, it's a bit ricey in my opinion, but for the most part, that car looked like a ton of fun. And of course, Mitsubishi had this, I don't know, it was a retro kind of build. I highlight the name here, but it's kind of like a remodel or something like a remodel A, just a different look at it. BRZ, of course, very popular autocross car. I'd love to drive one. I've never driven one, so I would love to drive one of these and just throw it around and see what's up. Of course, we had to get mini donuts. Are they good?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
And Max was happy. So somebody had brought to the auto show, and this is in a separate booth called Luxury Row, and they had brought this was one owner who owned one of each of the 3 Ford GTs and decided to get them in the same livery, whatever. You can correct me in the comments, go right ahead. But they basically put them in the same color scheme, which I thought was really awesome. So I spent a fair amount of time staring and looking at this kind of really cool collection of 3 cars. The only downside to it is they won't let me drive them. That was the issue. I wanted to go take them out, but I would love to do a GT40 kit car. That would be a lot of fun, I think, and drive around and you know, honk at the ladies or whatever. But this 4GT was pretty cool. And the more you look at the numbers, though, it looks impressive, but I don't think the performance numbers are there for the new 4GT, and I don't think it commands the price when you look at the lap time numbers, and it's just not that fast. So I do like the mid-2000s GT. Was pretty sweet. This Mercedes, of course, CLK. Love the paint job on it. The kind of semi-gloss matte black to it was pretty dope. So that was one of my favorites. And of course, this was Max's favorite, other than the Corvette, this is the Vantage, the new V12 Vantage. And of course, to fit that massive engine, you gotta have that big front end, but he liked that one. And, you know, of course, we've got a Rolls. I mean, how can you have a luxury car show without a Rolls Royce? And the interior alone, I'm sure, costs more than my house. And it is impressive. But, you know, I don't think I could afford it. So anyway, that's it from 2019 Auto Show. What was your favorite car, Max?
Mine was the new Corvette, the new blue Corvette.
Oh, that blue one that was there? Convertible? Yeah, you like that one. That was pretty cool. So, anyway, see you guys later.